Waiting for the shadow.
Always. Fucking always.
I might as well just do my next step, which is look. I just literally just grabbed this tripod. I put it right. I put it right here next to the mic, so it's all loud. My bad. But now that's ready. All right.
Wow.
You know how I am with music. I just leave. I remember I was like, "This sucks to set up," and
I'll
you
never
just leave
change
it
it
on.
ever again.
You don't ever unplug it. It's just always on. I'm like, yes. It like blew your mind because you had all these, dude. You had all these steps for like how to record on your
Always.
setup. Like numbers on your microphone and shit. I'm like, what the hell is this? I just sit down and go. Oh my god, that's too funny.
Oh, I saw the bug too. What is it?
You got a fly swatter?
I can get a fly swatter.
It adds to the ambiance.
Hmm.
I also feel like there's also like circles either on you or on the pattern in the background. It doesn't matter.
It's probably from the
But it's
lights.
definitely circles.
Yep, I see them.
Are you recording?
Yes, I feel like it's from the two lights. One is facing
Turn on
down,
my
and the other
lights.
one is facing straight.
It's all good. It's not like reflecting off of you.
Or maybe not. I can't tell why it's all circly.
Might be your
Whatever.
camera.
Whatever.
Fucking shit, man. Can I talk to my brother now?
Yeah. I'm sitting down and I'm not doing anything.
Let me pull up that folder where I took some notes. I was like, 3 things I've been trying to talk to my brother about. Alright, where is my record?
And I got back support, so I should be able to just sit here and exist.
I do input capture. Hello. Audio
Check,
output
check.
capture.
Check, check.
Oh,
Checkity, check, check, check.
wow. Glad I checked. Now, that fucker's in here. Start recording. Hello there. Welcome to the Haggard Descent Towards Madness. That's right. It's a sneak little podcast episode that I wrap my brother into. Ha ha ha. Because that's where this is going. So, first of all, of these 3 things I need to talk to my brother about, it's been too long to talk to him. And they accumulated, so I had to write them down. That movie Slumberland was fucking sad as shit. The moment you realize like that fucking old dude is the guy that's lost in Slumberland, you're like, God damn it.
Yep,
That's
that's
that
true.
dude.
That's true.
So yeah, that was the first thing.
You got a beer too?
Yeah, why would I not have a beer?
If you would have told me it was a podcast, I would have got a beer.
Well, you can think of what you want to say back to that while you go get another beer.
All right, I'm gonna get a beer.
And I want to try to explain the plot. So this guy, he like falls asleep, and then he gets his dreams going, and he can like control his dreams, and he hops around in from dreams and stuff, going on adventures. But then he grows up, and he stops doing that, so he decides to never wake up. So he kind of gets separated from his real self in the real world. So he's got this dream self that's just going crazy, going on adventures, and then his real world self's all fucking bored as shit, doing a 9 to 5 business job, lost his will to fucking live. And then some other dude, his brother, has a daughter, and that's who the fucking main character is in this movie. And that person hears all the adventures of that dude through the dad. She enters the dream world after he dies, and she fucking finds him. She doesn't realize who he is till later. When she meets his brother, he's all fucking fuck everything. because he lost his fun fucking dream side. All right, that's all I can say about the movie. Where the fuck is my brother? uh, so yeah, he lost his fun spirit side. He lost his inner child. He was just a fucking zombie. See how I wake up in the morning. It's important to wake up. This guy doesn't even get a fucking beer. Oh my god. This guy. He got. Look at that entrance into the set.
What kind of filler did you do?
I tried to explain the plot of the movie.
Of Slumberland or Little Nemo?
Of Slumberland.
Dude, yeah, the first time I watched it, I was like, "You're not Little Nemo. You're a girl."
Oh yeah.
And then I was like,
Same
"This
shit,
is
though.
too different. I don't understand." And then I watched it the second time with a little bit more openness, and I was like, "All right, I don't. Not only do I not hate this, but Jason Momoa did a pretty good job, and I guess it's a pretty good story. It's a little bit more dramatic and emotional. Not what I expected. I wanted a fake anime that looks like an anime but isn't an anime and is confusing because it falls in between."
Yeah, those nightmare sequences was fucking. that was pretty cool to see that. I guess. Because I remember that a lot as a kid. That darkness coming out of that door.
Yep.
And chasing them and the trains that the king gets all fucking engulfed. And you're like, oh god. So yeah, that was a pretty emotional movie to watch as a grown man who's like feeling so far away from his childhood, the sense of adventure. You're like, damn it, that's me. My adventure self is still stuck in the dream world. You're stuck in the dream world, Neo.
Dude, that movie's sick. That's a VHS I gotta get my hands on.
Here's a spoiler because I mentioned Neo.
Enter the Matrix?
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't you have that?
I do. I got both. I think I was like online with you when I bought them both. I was like, I just bought 2 games.
That's what I thought. Now we can play it together.
Enter the Matrix and Path of Neo. I played Path of Neo for sure, but Enter the Matrix, I don't know if I started it or what, but I have it now. They're both shiny. They're both hollows. They're both PS2 hollows.
PS2 hollow. Got the hollow hit.
Yep.
So I guess there's 4 things to talk about, but I was going to show that stuff later for the side channel, Search for Mighty Max, which is a YouTube channel we started
This
about a year
is
ago.
the side channel. Search for Mighty Max is the main channel.
Oh yeah. They're both side channels.
But anyway,
they can be both used to promote each other.
you're right. The main
Search
channel
Mighty
is
Max
the
podcast.
main channel is WAS. That's the main channel.
God. What a fucking throwback. I was dying on the floor laughing, literally. When you fucking call, sometimes I see your posts on the Mighty Max groups, and that is the guy who pinned all the shit on the wall. And the guy's post was like, "It's getting harder and harder to find packaged Mighty Max shit." And you're all, because you're fucking pinning it on the wall.
Yeah, you fucking douchebag.
You found it. Like, you should. I was like gonna be like, "What do you?" I was gonna say the same thing. Like, you found. What do you mean? You found it? It's right
Yeah,
there.
you fucking idiot. Like,
you're like, yeah, because some fucking dude just keeps pinning them to the wall. What do you mean it's hard to fucking find?
that's what I'm saying.
They're all right there.
I got 3 carded copies of Skull Dungeon. I don't know where to find them. What do you mean? It's right there, dude.
Yeah,
I have 0.
That was like another thing I was trying to like tell you that shit made me laugh so hard because it's so real. Like, you gotta focus on what you got, dude. Like, it's just interesting. The collector's mind state.
Yeah, for real.
But then you sent me something else that was related, which was like a hoarder mind state, which is that guy that you said insane, where he has like 20 copies of everything. And I see that dreadhead. He's got like 20 hemlocks.
Yep.
that's a different level of collection that I never respected. Maybe I should. Like
No,
I don't know. Like if the guy opened a shop and started selling them,
he's not going to ever. He's a
or
toy
whatever
maker.
he does.
That's that's
But
the
that's
guy that got that picture from the guy who made these.
well, that's what it's that's part of the quote though. Take what you need.
Yep.
So all these have a theme here. These three stories. It's like Adventure Time. So the first one was focus on what you got. Right? It's on the wall. That's
Wait,
where all
wait,
the
what are those Adventure Time episodes called? I know which one you're talking about, but I don't watch those episodes a lot because they're weird.
they like find the theme. And it's
Yeah,
got the weird narrating.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about. They're fucking weird.
They're fucking awesome, dude. They're so creative.
They are very creative. There
So
are
yeah, focus on
some
what you got.
episodes that are
Some,
super crazy.
and then take what you need. That guy's got way too many. And the last thing is quit while you're ahead, which is the third thing
It's called
that
Grables.
I wanted. What?
Grables.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can hear that
Grables.
stupid fuck saying it now.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna learn some
Yeah.
new stories today.
Yeah.
Take what you need.
Yeah, pretty much. Focus on what you got and quit while you're ahead.
Yep.
And that's the last story.
Okay.
You ready for the last topic?
Yeah.
Alright, it's Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
So I asked Jeffrey, I was all, did you ever watch Dragon Ball with me as a kid? And he was like, he's like, no, only through the mirror.
What?
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, you would always throw a fit. He didn't say that. Like I just assumed that I threw a fit. He's like, you would be watching TV in the back room, and Gary and I would be watching something in the front room because we wanted to watch different shit.
Okay.
But it would air at different times. So you and Jeffrey would be up first watching Spider-Man and like the Hulk, or not the Hulk, the Tick. Remember the Tick was like always on.
Oh yeah, that's a weird show.
Yeah. You guys would watch that shit because it was like back to back and like maybe an X-Men.
That's funny.
But I would
Yeah.
wake up. I would wake
Yeah.
up
What
later.
did Jeffrey?
'cause I was
What
more-
did Jeffrey watch? The Tick
He watched Spider-Man.
with me.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You too.
What
Fucking
did you-
rocket.
Did you ask Jeffrey what he watched that we didn't?
No, I asked him. I said, "Do you remember watching Dragon Ball? Did you ever watch Dragon Ball with me?" Because I was like, "Why was I always watching it in the back room by myself?"
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I never watched it with you. I was watching Spider-Man with Gary because I was up before you." And then but that's what his answer was. He was like, "I saw it through the mirror." Because you guys, after watching Spider-Man, would be little buttheads and sit in the hallway. And remember there was mirrors above the bed in Paris
Yeah.
room? You guys would sit in the hallway and watch through the mirror me watching Dragon Ball in the back room. So he was like, I never watched it with you. I watched it through the mirror. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? So he had to explain that whole thing to me.
That's so weird.
And he was like, yeah, what the heck? And I was like, I didn't understand why. But Mom would only let us watch an hour of cartoons. Is why.
Oh.
So I was throwing a fit because I wanted to watch Dragon Ball because they had all those stupid cliffhangers. Stay
Yep.
tuned in part 27 of fucking 30. God damn it.
I know.
So I'd be back there by myself. And then you guys would sit in the hallway and watch with the mirror.
Okay, that's pretty smart.
So you kind of know about Dragon Ball. It's somewhere in there.
It's just reversed.
It's just reverse. Yeah, it's a mirror image.
Okay, cool.
All right, we did it. Those are the
Yep.
three things, three random fucking things. This has been the Haggard Sent Towards Madness.
Wait, did you watch Dragon Ball Z
Max.
or Dragon Ball? Don't confuse me.
Yeah, I told Jeffrey the same thing. I was like, Dragon Ball when Goku was a kid.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball because that's when I think about Dragon Ball shows. The only episodes I've seen are Dragon Ball. I've never seen any Dragon Ball Z episodes. So when people are like Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, no, Dragon Ball, just Ball. That's it, just the kid.
Yeah,
So that
when
whenever they're
Goku has
like,
a tail.
it's Goku and he's growing up and this and that and no tail, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Goku has a tail. That's the criteria for me.
And the early '80s anime is like, for me personally, like that's the shit. Like maybe I miss Transformers and I miss GI Joe and this and that, but it took a while for '80s anime to go from Japan to America. So it was like
That's true.
around that time was like '80s anime made it to the '90s. So '80s anime is like something that I'm like, fuck yeah, I like that art style. I like that storytelling. I like that stuff. And I'm sure there's still a handful that I'm like, yeah, I'd totally watch that. So yeah, I'd be willing to watch Dragon Ball, but not no fucking Dragon Ball Z. Fuck that.
I feel like that's why the '90s were pretty good because it had a lot of the best things from the '80s and new things from the '90s.
And no shitty stuff from the 2000s. Yeah.
The 2000s started yet.
They didn't fucking
The
know
real
what they were
Y2K.
doing. Yeah, once it was 99, like Spider-Man, they did that show in 99, Spider-Man Unlimited, which was, it's okay. I've been watching some of it because I was like, I got some unresolved business with this shit. Because I remember a couple episodes coming on and I was like, what happened to my show? What's going on here? And then I went into high school and I was like, Spider-Man's for babies. You take all my toys because I'm stupid. And now I'm like, fuck. That shit was actually dope. And Spider-Man Unlimited's not too bad. Same thing with like Batman Beyond, right? But that was like 99, 2000, 2001. And after that, they couldn't figure out how to do anything anymore. And everything turned to shit.
Not everything, but most stuff.
except for SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah. Should we got a call in just now, and one of the guests would like to request that we do a live Search for Mighty Max episode on air tonight. What do you think about that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, because you already saw I got Into the Matrix.
I had to look it up. Adventure Time came out in 2010. So the 2000s are dumb. Officially.
Are you serious?
If it was 2010, I thought it was later because I remember like, dude, when did this shit come out? Like, what is going on here? That shit came out when I was in grad school. Are you kidding me? Man, that's crazy.
It's weird to, when you hear release dates, try to think of where you were when it came out. You're like, that's odd.
And where you jumped in, right? I think I jumped in like season 6 or something like that. Like I didn't know about it until later. I didn't watch it in 2010. It was like 2015. It was like 2015.
You can just binge watch it all.
But yeah, I watched the first season and I was like, what is this? And then I was like, all right, I'm starting to get intrigued, and then blasted through the rest of it and caught up. What's that, 10?
Yeah, isn't that funny? I'm just picking up where I left off.
For Final Fantasy games?
Yeah.
You still got to finish
like,
9.
I know, but I mean like on a console.
Are you going to play 10? Did you play 10?
Brian Carr did.
Jeffrey played 10, but did Jeffrey play 7?
Yeah.
Did Jeffrey
He never
play
beat
8?
it either.
Really?
Hell no.
What do you mean either?
I don't think so.
Did you not
I never
beat
beat
7?
I got all the way to the final boss. I couldn't beat his ass.
Dude, are you serious?
I just told you the truth. Yeah.
What was the other game that you got to the end and didn't beat it?
7.
That's it? Not a Zelda game?
Ocarina of Time, I'm like way behind.
Oh. Yeah, you got some work to do.
Yeah. So I also got some movies. So by the way, welcome to Search for Mighty Max. We're doing a live episode real quick. I wanted to get some the OGs, man. I couldn't handle it.
Is that 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Or are they different? Oh, okay, there's 1 and 2. I was like, is it different packaging? What's going on there?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm more jealous about the new movies because the fucking CG is so fucking crazy.
Classic. Then you got to get 3.
Maybe.
Dude, you got to get
Adventure.
Dude, 3 is just as good as, or maybe even better than 2.
Yeah, but everyone wants like $5 for it. And Adventure, 65 million years in the making.
Wow, it took them that long to make that movie.
Something has survived. So yeah, just a couple of Jurassic Park movies. And this is fucking nerdy. Cause look,
Classic. Fucking classic.
Okay, here's Ford.
Where's the third one?
So I have the third one.
Well, you need to.
I just grabbed these because I was like, those are affordable.
How
Ready for the
crazy!
last one?
I used to have the Indiana Jones set, and it had like a collector's box.
Like DVD.
I think it was a VHS.
Oh,
And then the
I
Back
feel
to
like
the
it did
Future
too.
one was a DVD collection, but for some reason when they translate it, sometimes it makes it like chintzy. I don't know the right word. It makes it like not as cool somehow. Like it's like too processed. You're like, wait, that's not even the original picture anymore. What happened? Just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
You got to get the VHS that has like all the little extra shit all over the front of it. The new hottest movie by New Line Cinema,
Oh yeah.
now in theaters, or whatever the fuck. What did it say on the front? I don't remember.
Trying to be sly about something.
Clearly.
But I'm trying to mute the ad. So I do not want any ads. No, what are you? Fucking failing technology right now. I don't want Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, give me money now.
Nice.
The bunchies. This is the workout. This is what you really need. The Power Rangers
The
soundtrack.
Power Rangers punchies worked out.
Which is
Nice.
funny because I'm just leaving the song playing. I have to turn it down. As I would make you watch the Power Rangers movie like every 2 years, I think.
You
With
would.
me.
We would?
We watch the fucking. Yeah. We would get stoned as balls and then come inside and fucking watch the Power Rangers movie like every
Dude,
2 years.
it's such a good movie. Like,
if one of us was feeling down, we were like, "God, let's go to a Power Ranger movie and get some fucking McDonald's or something." McDonald's, give us money.
dude, that movie's the shit. Not only is it nostalgic, but it's like, if you watch the documentary on it, all the actors in that documentary are like, they made us act. They made us do the same scene 50 times so they could get the best version of the scene. I'm like, yes, that's called acting and movie making. You have to do the same fucking thing over and over and over and over again.
I know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say? Where's the other parts?
Yeah.
Where's part
I'm not
3?
gonna go down that rabbit. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Where's part 3 again for all of them? Where's the third one?
Dude, I got to get that VHS for that movie. That's for sure. There's definitely some staple VHS that
Don't
it's
you
just good.
have
It's
a
just good to
Power
have.
Rangers movie?
No, I don't.
You never bought it? I thought I sent you the link with like all 3 movies for like $10.
No, I saw it, but I didn't do it because I was like, I don't want to buy all that crap. It'll come up eventually. It's not like that shit was hella mass produced. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's out there. I'm not too worried. I'm hoping I come across it naturally. You know, sometimes I'm just like, no, I'll just let it come my way naturally. I did see a shell at the toy fair I went to last time, but no VHS in there. So I said, oh well.
That's awkward.
It was a busted ass shell too. I was like, man, boo.
I mean, they sell replacement shells if you can just get out the paper stuff.
Right.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
well, this has been Search for Mighty Max. Got that little PS2. So little. Great piece of technology right here.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
PS2 Mini. Got a little tray that opens. Put your games
Nice.
inside. You go to get it.
PS2 is a good one to have. You know what else on that same line of reasoning earlier that you said? Like the collectors that have too much shit. Like people who put their consoles on a shelf and don't hook it up. I'm like, suck a dick, dude. Like you're clearly just sticking it on a shelf.
I got these minis.
And I don't think
Functionality,
it's
and I'm not even gonna. I don't want fucking cases. I just want a little zip. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, hell yeah. Because you just want to have it and play it and whatever.
Yeah, I'm doing the Gary mentality, which is I just want to play the fucking game.
That's the
do
real
great-
deal.
I just heard it going.
Wow.
Where's your beer?
Right here. Yeah, the movie is amazing. Dulcia is fucking so hot.
Oh, the snake lady or whatever.
Did these sticks have a whistling sound? Dulcia.
Wait, did she say that?
That's what the purple dude says. Like nails on a chalkboard. I've clearly seen that movie so many times with you. I'm like the exact line with the exact like
There's just certain
tonality.
things that we've just re-experienced as like just to stay connected to that energy.
Yep.
That's funny. You sent me that Power Ranger workout. I looked at that yesterday. I was like, what the hell?
I know this is next level shit, man. You just ask ChatGPT to be like, hey, make me a workout based on the Power Rangers and their specialty martial arts.
Yeah. Whatever gets me motivated, you know.
Yeah, my motivation is to fit into my Power Ranger costume because I'm too fat.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that went on for like 10 more minutes than expected because we threw in a little mini episode.
Because you're Kevin. And that's
But
what you
yeah. Well, now I don't have to do it later. Now I can do something else later.
Yep. So that was
so we're gonna set
the
up
Search for Mighty Max prequel, or what? What was that? What did we just
that
do?
was a Search for Mighty Max special appearance on Haggard Descent Towards Madness.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We did it live on the air.
Gotcha.
Look at our radio.
What's your name again? I don't remember.
Mr. Memory.
What's mine?
You were just Gare Barrow last time, but that's boring.
I thought it was Spaceman or Spaced Man.
Oh, that's right. You were Spaceman.
Spaced Man.
Yeah. So you can this time you can be Gare Barrow, representing Search for Mighty Max.
Okay.
On the side channel. Search for Mighty Max. But yeah, this is a
Search for
podcast about how
for the Haggard Descent to Madness.
Basically, yeah. That's what I was about to say. You said it perfectly. It's a combination of the two. And we're talking about extreme things. It kind of did fit all together like that shit on Adventure Time. I already forgot what they're called.
Grey Bulls.
Grey Bulls.
Let's go figure out the theme. What's the theme today?
So in the first story, what was this? Oh, it was about Slumberland. the
In the
second
first
story,
story,
the second story is about people buying everything on the market
dude, fuck
and
them,
then
man.
wondering where the market went.
Fucking
That shit blew my
idiots.
mind.
Fucking
I was gonna say
idiots.
the same thing. I was like, you have it right there. You had already commented.
I can't find anything.
Something's-
Really? Huh, weird.
That shit was so funny.
And imagine there's like a dozens of other people just like you fucking asshole. Like, why don't you share, dude? You know what blows my mind is the people that have been like, "Oh, I've been collecting for a year," and then they show what they have, and I'm like, "That costs like $20,000. How the fuck have you only been collecting for a year? What do you mean? Be a normal person. What the fuck?
You got that like 3, 4, 6 figure salary? Is that what it is?
Who fucking knows, dude?" Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have to be that much more, but yeah, if you have just a little bit more money than the normal, typical median, then you're just gonna price everybody else out. Which is not. It shouldn't be the point, but like it is competitive, so can't blame them. If they didn't make it so dope, then we wouldn't all be competing for it, you know?
I mean, I think it's cool to see it all together like that. Like it's, it's a lot of resources, a lot of effort to do that.
It's fucking insane.
So I appreciate him sharing, but it's just like,
And I mean, he's the creator of the new shit, so I'm like, he's definitely got a passion for it. Otherwise, maybe he wouldn't have made this stuff. The fact that he even was able to get it through U.S. sales, like, it's literally in this box. Like, I hope.
it's just rocks.
Like, how's that possible? I don't know. Let's set
Yeah.
up. I want to open this
Yeah.
shit. I'm stoked.
Yeah, let's set up for this stuff. I was trying to do the closing. You went on a tangent this time.
I don't go on tangents.
Actually, that you were just concluding, and I was letting you talk. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. That's a lot of stuff the guy has. And he makes his own.
And he makes his own, yeah. And he has his own designs.
And we just paid him money so he can go buy more of the market.
Yep. Whatever. As long as he makes more, I'm good with it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah. So we're going to jump into a real episode of Search for Mighty Max, which is all about customized stuff and reproduction stuff in a way. But yeah, this is the Haggard Descent Towards Madness, where we talked about how we got to where we are in our lives today, and those 3 things that we talked about has something to do with it. So
That's something to do with it.
I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave now. You can try to find the theme or whatever the art. I already forget again.
Grables.
Grables and all the stories tonight. And if you guessed it correct, you can win a free PS2. That's not been tested. Usually when people say that, it means it does not work. And I am not reliable.
Damn.
But for real, it doesn't work. That one's broken. The one that works is over there on the TV with the game in it. All right, so here on Search for Mighty Max, we or whatever, we say it's stupid shit when we leave. I say the bat has left the cave.
Webs out. Peace out.
And then now I sign off with Haggard. I gotta do 2 sign-offs. This has been Mr. Memory with special guest,
Spaced man.
Space Man.
Spaced
Nice.
man.
What was the thing that you were saying? It's like you're here, but just not. You're spaced out or something. You're not here. Can't remember what it was.
I'm here, but I'm not.
Yep. So he's not really here. He's spaced out. That's what
That's
he means by space fan, right? Because I asked you, I was like, "You're like an astronaut?" And you're like, "No, I'm just spaced out." So I'm like, "So you're not here right now?" He's like, "Exactly, but I am here." So I'm not here. That's spaced out man.
That's right.
Mr. Memory.
Yep.
Who's also websing out and piecing out. And bats are leaving caves and shit. And then That's it.
That's it.
All right. You guys all enjoy your lives. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.